Hello, my beautiful people. I'm so excited to be with you guys today. This is the episode where we dig into resident events. I know for so many of you, in addition to everything that you're already doing on site, you're also now party planners, which is ridiculous, but here we go. So, before we jump in, I want to share something personal, something work related, and then an ask of you. So, personal, just kind of an update on what's been going on in my life. I have a property that I've been trying to sell that is just not moving. And so I've decided to kind of change directions and set it up as an Airbnb. So it's a home I used to live in. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know it's a property in the hill country that I loved and had a big garden and all of that stuff. So I have been on my non-work time focused on getting that place set up, and we're going to go live in June. So follow me on Instagram at Sprout Marketing. I've been sharing a little bit of stuff. And the day that this episode goes live, I want to show you guys kind of what my garden's been doing. So I'd kind of thought like, okay, if people are going to rent this, we want to have a little something special. And I picked a name for the Airbnb. I'll share that on Instagram. And then I also turned my vegetable garden into more of a flower garden. So I spread a ton of seed and a ton of the flowers are coming into bloom. So I'm really excited about that. If you're a gardener, you might find that interesting. I'm like most excited about my cosmos this year. They just look so beautiful, but we'll see who ends up being the star. Work related, I'm just still so excited about our new Spark membership. We have welcomed hundreds of property managers into the Spark membership, and it's all on the premise of not just being about flyers, but how one move in the area of either marketing, retention, appreciation, or social media, one effort done every single month can lead to huge results. So you guys know that I love the name Sprout because I love gardening and I'm always so fascinated how one tiny thing can turn into something big. And I think a lot of times on site we try to do all the things and then don't always do all the things well because it's so hard to do everything well. And you guys are juggling a million things. So Spark is on the premise that you get so many resources, but you don't have to put all of them into place. If you're focused on marketing, use that month's marketing initiative and do it really well. Even if you're a one person team, there's always little ideas in there on how you can implement that one marketing piece and help it drive leads. And the same thing with appreciation with an event. We're always trying to give you the minimal viable dose, meaning like if you have very little time, very little budget, what's one thing that you can do? And then if you have the time, you can use all of the resources. So that's totally up to you. And I'm excited about the Spark membership because it puts the power back in the property manager's hands. You know, for so many of you, your hands are tied by corporate saying, hey, that's not in the budget. And it's $7. It's like, whose budget is it, right? Does corporate have to approve it, or can it be something that you get reimbursed for out of petty cash or you pay out of pocket? It's the same as my Starbucks latte. So I feel like that was the excitement around it being priced at that is, yeah, it doesn't solve every single problem, but if it helps you solve one, if it saves you even an hour or two of your time a month, man, that's huge. And so we're seeing hundreds in there and loving it and enjoying it. So if you want to know more about that, you can go to sparkwithsprout.com. Tied to that is what I wanted to ask of you guys. I was at the TAA conference and I talked to literally so many of you, and I was surprised by how many still didn't know about the Multifamily Mix podcast. And I want to fix that, but I need your help. We have hundreds in this community, but let's get it to many more. I mean, over the last few years, we have so many thousands of downloads. So I know that you guys are appreciating it and loving the podcast, but we want to get it in the hands and in the ears of more on-site teams. And so what I'm asking is if you haven't yet, please leave a review, whether it's on Spotify or iTunes. Leave a little review where you let me know maybe something that you like or something that you've enjoyed or why you listen. And that tells iTunes, hey, we need to get this in more people's ears because others like it. And so the algorithm helps to find those like-minded people. And I want to give you a little something in exchange for taking time because I know one thing we don't have much is time. So if you guys do that and you screenshot and send it to hello@watchyourbusinesssprout.com. So just leave a review and then screenshot it, email it to hello@watchyourbusinesssprout.com. If you're not a member, I want to give you 1 month free, a 1 month free coupon for the Spark membership. And if you are a member, I want to surprise you with a little something special. So if you haven't done that yet, please leave a review wherever you listen to your podcast. Okay, well, enough about that. You guys heard a little bit about what I'm doing in my personal life, what's been happening with work, and a little something that I'm asking of you to help our community. And now it's time to dig in. We're going to talk about 5 resident events that you can do for June, all price points. And if you're curious about the memberships, you can always go to watchyourbusinesssprout.com and explore the different memberships. These events are all found within the resident retention membership and the all access. All right, let's do it. Hey there, welcome to the Multifamily Mix, your go-to blend for all things multifamily. Equal parts apartment marketing and retention with a generous splash of encouragement, my friend. Ready to shake up the multifamily world? I'm Barbara Savona of Sprout Marketing, here to serve up ideas and innovations. Time to mix things up. Let's do it. All right, Sprout members, just as a quick reminder, once you log into your resident portal, you can go to the events and retention section, click on events, and there you can browse the June magazine, and then you'll be prompted to also see all the different blogs for the specific events. And that's what I'm going to be showing today. I'm going to show a few of these events. Okay, so the first one up is the Palm Springs Cabana Club. This is our one look with 3 event variations. This is what we did at the Texas Apartment Association. You guys can really see the vibe here. It's kind of that retro Palm Springs feel. And you can see all the different event invites here that you can customize in your Canva account. So it's like the Cabana Club if you want to do a pickleball tournament at the same time. And then these are all the party signs that you can also put lounge here, darling. We ended up making some of these signs bigger and putting them all through our trade show, and it was a really big hit. So I wanted you guys just to see the designs that come with it. And of course, there's Instagram stories and digital graphics to match. So if you want to do a big event, you can do this at the pool. And you really set the scene with kind of pool area meets desert oasis. So bright umbrellas, pastel cabanas, think inflatable flamingos and pool floats. We did some really great striped ones, like kind of some pink pastel, really fun with some funky lounge music. Have different, sips and snacks where people can socialize, like cocktails and mocktails. Cucumber mint spritzers or pink lemonade can be a real hit. And then you could do things like shrimp skewers or tropical fruit or mini sliders, or even have a food truck come in to make it super simple. And I think dress the part, have residents also come and encourage for them to participate in a contest of best cabana look. You can do fun games like poolside bingo, floating ring toss, or a limbo contest, and have a great Instagram worthy photo booth. So what we did for ours specifically is we had a bar cart that we got off of Amazon, a pink one. We had vintage sunglasses with inflatable floats, and then we had this really cute umbrella. Everything is linked in our Amazon shopping list, and people came and took pictures and kind of standing behind that. They put on the sunglasses, a hat, or whatever different, props they wanted to, and we had our little camera set up there. So this is a great way to create community, and then you have a ton of pictures afterwards that people are gonna love. And our team dressed up in kind of like a pickleball outfit with like a pink t-shirt, a pink Sprout t-shirt, and then green pickleball skirts. And it was just a whole vibe. It was so fun, and we really got into it. Now, what we handed out were these bliss kits. So you could do this as part of your big event, or you could do it as a complete standalone. You could have a pickup station. Again, that great bar cart worked great. Or if you have like a little shelf, the little baskets are so colorful on their own that the display doesn't even have to be fancy. You can print out any of our signs and add them to your 8x10 frames, and they'll really pop. So what we did is we put these jelly purses together. They're a little bit of a pain to put together, so I wouldn't do too many. We added lip masks and eye masks, palm leaves that we bought to just kind of add a pop of color. We included a LaCroix, one of those little pool floats that holds the drink holder, and sunglasses. And so we've got all the things if you want to put this exact kit together. You can also make it a limited edition, kind of like a while supplies last, or if people RSVP. You could also do it for renewals of the month or new move-ins for the month. And then again, snap and share. Make sure that you have a great hashtag like Cabana Club Vibes and encourage people to share. That can keep the party going for longer. Now, this works because it's low effort but high impact. You do this work ahead of time. It's kind of like we put these together, and you don't have to spend a crazy ton of time doing it. You can do it, in lunch break or in the evening if somebody wants to put these together. We had Maddie and our team help us out with that. I also forgot to add that we included a drink mix in there too. So it's kind of like they just had to add booze if they wanted to, or it could stay a mocktail with their LaCroix and mix. And then the last one, you guys can see the pictures here, is if you want to go virtual. We got these cute little flamingos that you can get on Amazon. And if you're a member, you can grab this picture, literally download it, post it on your social media, ask residents to guess how many flamingos are in there. And the answer is right here for those of you looking at the screen. If not, look at the blog. And the winner can get either, whatever. I mean, you can do anything. It could be a small pool float prize, like where you have the giant flamingos, or something that could be fun for for the summer, like a gift card to maybe somewhere that's a great summer place, anything like that. And then you can shout them out as the flock star of the week because, flamingos are a flock. And even small recognition makes people feel seen and connected. Now, I really encourage this type of event if you're a one-person show or you're just not getting great attendance at your events. Prime your residents by doing a social event. It's like a mini micro moment and it gets them excited. You could also do a gift card to a local restaurant that maybe has great margaritas or has like summer vibes. Any of that then you can tie into a local thing can then be an extra marketing push as well. So these are the event designs. As a Sprout member, you have access to absolutely everything. This is also the event that we're giving away inside of the Spark membership at sparkwithsprout.com. So there it is. It's your first 3-in-1 event. Next up is a Summer Vibes Gone Fishing Lounge, and this can be really fun with soft lighting, calming music, or even nature sounds and comfortable seating to really mimic that lakeside lounge feel. You can decorate with nets, bobbers, or nautical little touches to set the scene. And I love the idea of doing a tackle box snack bar. So you set up things that are kind of like bait, like gummy worms, Swedish fish, goldfish crackers, and then pretzel rods as the mini fishing poles. And you can have small cups or paper tackle boxes for an easy grab and go. And then we've got some fun signs too. Now, if you want to up it and have some activities, you can do something that's like cast the line with a beanbag toss, or you could have a short round of Name That Fish trivia for small prizes. I was also thinking you could get prop fish and actually have people take a picture with like the excitement face of as if they just caught that fish. It's a trend that's going around Instagram and TikTok, and it's like how people will pose with their fish, like how proud they are. And sometimes people do it with random things, like ladies will do it with like their lipstick or whatever. But I think to keep it fair housing friendly, you can invite any and everyone, like how people pose with their fish, and you can have just a photo op moment. Now, if this needs to be a low lift situation, meaning like you're short on time or staff, just keep it casual. Have a fishing show or a nature show streaming in the background, set out the snacks, put out some decor, and then just let residents come and go as they please. Just having that cozy spot to unwind with a theme can really create a sense of community. And I want to show you guys, this is part of the Summer Vibes flyer pack. It's just a very nature inspired one. And I love that any of these can be printed. They can be added into an 8x10, either an acrylic or like a frame. And they really make that tabletop look so fun. Plus, we also have the table tents if you are serving snacks, or the little label thinks if you're doing a grab and go goodie. You can also put these on like little goldfish bags and just have people come in and grab and go. Next up is the Bracelet Bar, a bestie night in. And this is really a place where friendship never goes out of style and everyone's got a blank space for a bracelet. So we're going to channel our favorite T Swift. And this is a community event that can bring residents together for just fun if this is their vibe. You can set the scene by having a common area have soft lighting, themed decor like pastel, glitter, and lyric posters, and then obviously cozy seating and some Taylor acoustic playing in the background to set the mood. And then have a bracelet making station with a variety of beads, string, charms, and mini trays for each participant. You can even do like little plates if you don't have a big budget for the trays. And have a few sample bracelets for people to get inspired. You can even print some out that you've maybe seen online. And you can even do a friendship bracelet starter pack with lyric ideas and color combos from different eras for those residents that don't feel too creative. Now, if you want to make it interactive, you could have trivia time with Swift focused questions across her album eras and Easter eggs, and you can have small prizes for those that guess the most right. You could also have a karaoke corner if residents want to do that. If they're kind of a bunch that loves to karaoke, that could be really fun. And you can also stream the Eras Tour concert for a more relaxed sing-along kind of a vibe. Now, this is fun because I think what you're doing in a situation like this is you're uniting residents with similar interests, right? And that's what community is all about. So for some residents, they might be new to the area, they might be new to the city, and making friends as an adult is not always easy, even as a child, right? It's not easy. So when you bring your residents together and it's for something common, not everybody's going to want this event, but the ones that do show up, that means that, hey, we have this in common. And it's kind of like an icebreaker in itself. So be ready to ask, like, what's your favorite album? What was your favorite Easter egg? Like different things like that. And it just sparks conversation, which is what these events are all about, right? Conversation that leads to connection. The next one up is Barber and Bourbon. And no, it's not Movember, but who says that great grooming and good spirits have to wait for a special month, right? So you do this by partnering with a local barber to offer complimentary beard trims, lineups, or grooming tutorials. You can set up a stylish, comfortable barber shop atmosphere in the clubhouse or outdoor common area if it's cool enough. And then make sure that your barber is bringing his professional equipment, and also they can promote their service for future bookings and even promote it on their social media. You can have a bourbon and mocktail tasting station. So you could have a licensed bartender or bourbon expert provide a guided tasting on select bourbons. If bourbons are really popular in your area, even something local could be really cool. For non-drinkers, you could do old-fashioned inspired mocktails that have a similar rich smoky flavor, but just without the alcohol. And then even having things like bar snacks like spiced nuts, charcuterie, and gourmet popcorn to enhance the experience. So that could always be fun. And if you want to have it a little more sophisticated, leather chairs are always, a bonus with vintage mirrors and dark wood accents and ambient lighting with soft jazz or blues playing in the background. Now, I know that's not possible for everyone, but everyone can add the music to give it a total vibe. And then make sure that you're promoting, engagements, offer appointment time slots, and avoid long waits so that residents don't have to wait a long time. But while they are waiting, they can hang out at the tasting station or at the snack bar. And this can be so fun. And I just love the design. I think it's so, so fantastic. Again, this is more of a niche event. Not everybody is going to need a barber. Not everyone is going to love bourbon. But for those that do, it feels really special, and it puts your community as the background to something that they already are interested in. My nephews would be all about this. So this one is a Nintendo gaming event. It's Clash of the Controllers. So how do you do it? Well, have a good atmosphere. You need some space, right? A common area like a clubhouse or a lounge. Have Nintendo themed items like balloons, posters, and cardboard cutouts if you want to go all out. And if not, you can just print out some of the fun things that we have. You can have a projector or a large TV so that people can actually see the people that are gaming. You can use Nintendo Switch consoles with multiple controllers, borrow extra from residents if needed, and you can have a bracket or a heat style race structure to keep the competition moving and engaging for just those that are really serious and those that are just kind of casual. And make sure that you're using your flyers, your community bulletin board, email blast, and your social media to spread the word on this event. Have themed snacks like Power Up Punch, banana bread bites, and other playful treats. And you can give prizes for like Mario Kart figurines or gift cards or a golden controller trophy to the winner. Set up a chill area with comfy seating for those that are just gonna be spectators, and you can keep them entertained with mini games or Nintendo trivia between rounds. Now, I love this event because, again, Mario Kart is accessible to all ages and skill levels, so this is fun. It can be shared laughter, a little bit of lighthearted competition, and rooting for the neighbors. But again, they might just meet their favorite gamer and not know that they live in their community. So this could be a really fun event for student housing, but don't just think that this is only for students. This can be literally for anybody that loves to game. I'm showing you guys some of the fun designs that you can use to decorate your space and how you can put this event together with our great flyer pack and all the goodies that come with it. And remember that, this is an event that will help put like-minded people together. And that's kind of been the theme of this month, is connecting like-minded residents with each other, with their interests, because this makes them stay more connected to your community if they have friends and community that goes beyond just their four walls. So what was your favorite? I don't know. I'm very partial to the cabana because, we saw it come to life and we just saw how many people were drawn to it at the trade show. But there's also some really fun ones. I think the fishing lounge could be so fun. And I just think that the variety of events this month is really great. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'd love to see what you're doing with your events. Tag me at Sprout Marketing on whatever social platform, and I just might send you a little something as a thank you. All right, guys, have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye. All right, guys, that's a wrap on today's Multifamily Mix. Keep shaking things up at your community, your career, and most importantly, your life. Until we mix and mingle again, see you next week, friend.